Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel and Dorit here.
Hello.
And this is the Quarantine Life, episode number 14.
I thought she wouldn't be able to do the hand thing past
no, I'm
10,
gonna keep
but
going. 100.
You're still managing to improvise. That's awesome. Hi everybody, how's it going? We're happy to see you guys join us again here on our live stream. We've been doing these Quarantine Life live streams episodes every 6 p.m. every day at 6 p.m. PST. And we're just basically showing up for you guys, hanging out with you, answering any questions you might have, letting you know how we are pivoting our business and what we're up to in our lives as well, given the current circumstances, which we don't know how long will last for, but it's important to be adaptive and to adjust to this new normal that we have going on over here. New normal.
This is the new normal.
Yeah, so
it's going to be weird when we go back to the real world.
And yeah, because we're used to this.
This is normal.
This routine. Yeah, this is something that we're used to now. So it'll be interesting to see how we switch back for sure. Hello, Fuzzy Randomness is on the live. Hello, good to see you again. And hello, Liat. Liat says, hi, Arit, Anna, Jewel.
Think Anna? Who's Anna?
Looking pretty. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we have, this is 14th episode.
14th, but actually 16 because one of them was an interview and then one of them we had to spend the whole day doing a grocery delivery.
Right. Yes. So 16 in theory.
There was that day where we had to do groceries for ourselves and each set of our parents, and it was like we are here in Vancouver, her parents are in White Rock, and then Richmond, so it was like a Bermuda Triangle basically of distances, and going to Superstore and trying to shop for 3 sets of people, and it was crazy. Like the cart was overflowing. We were trying to section everything off, but everyone's trying to get like bulk, so it was just like a mass thing.
We had to like put some stuff on the bottom of the cart. Like we had 3 milk jugs on the bottom and like kind of squeezed in some other boxes and stuff.
You definitely had to do Tetris groceries.
Yes,
for sure.
Tetris groceries.
We got some people here, so you're getting used to it as it's fun and relaxing as it can be at times. Braden says, do you think that people will start to develop social anxiety and have difficult getting out of the house? Yeah, I do. I do think that some people will experience that.
Interesting question.
I do think that some people are having a horrible time right now. I think that this is a hard time for a lot of people because they might not have something like a project or something to keep them going, and they're like probably bored out of their mind or something. So yeah, I do think that some people will be experiencing that.
I think it will take a lot of time to get back to the way things were, because even though, you know, the government might say it's safe to go out again and you don't have to do the social distancing thing, there still might be like this anxiety of COVID lingering in the air or like on someone else. Or so I think it will take some time, just like any transition takes time. Like the way that we transitioned from regular life to this took like a buffer. Well, for us, it took a buffer of a week. We had to recalibrate within a week. And that 1 week just consisted of being like, what is happening?
Like
what are we working on?
Yeah. Like, is this really happening to the world right now? It was just like unbelievable. But let's say hello to some people here. Roland, hello. Liat, we already said hello to.
And Jojo.
Jojo. And Liat says, thanks for tuning into their live retro gaming. Yes.
Yeah.
Roland was on there as well. So it's cool to see you guys all little connecting. And they're both from Ontario.
So for those of you who don't know, Liat is part of a channel called Product Patrol. You might have seen Product Patrol here on our live streams as well. and they do a gaming session, a live gaming session 1 hour before this live stream. So they do it every evening. And it's been cool to see some of you guys go to each other's channels and watch each other's content. It's been really awesome.
That's why we created this whole community, because we wanted this kind of stuff to happen.
Yeah.
So Dawn says, hello, ladies, and you all beautiful live streamers.
We're all working it here.
Liat said, I bet some will still have anxiety, but I tell you, I can't wait to be able to hug my friends and family again.
I know, it's interesting. Yeah, it's like not being able to go see your parents as often as you'd like. Well, for me, I'm used to seeing them every week, but now it's just been Zoom calls or WhatsApp video calls. So yeah, it's an interesting times right now.
And Roland says, Reet, .. Liat has the same last name as you.
Roland, you have officially
figured it out.
connected the dots. Liat is my sister. Yes. And my crazy older sister, but who acts younger than me in reality.
Yeah, it's crazy. She's like, how many years older than you?
She's 15 years old.
15 years older than you. Arit is the youngest of the family. But when you get Liat and Arit together, Liat is the younger one, for sure. She's crazy.
She is so much fun. She's awesome. If you guys have seen her on the Product Patrol channel.
You saw her, like Roland saw her on the live stream.
Yeah.
She's crazy.
Yes.
Liat says, I'm a kid at heart. Yes,
definitely.
You are. A couple of things here. So it's been so busy. Like there's some opportunities that have come up right now. And we got another course released on our Creative Business Academy.
Yes.
We now have 3 courses on there. And it was the TubeBuddy SEO course that we finally got released on there. And we're slowly growing our course catalog.
Yeah, inch by inch.
We've made more progress in this time than like
ever.
Ever.
Like, I mean, focused work on a project. It usually takes us quite a while to pump out a course, but with this particular project, like you guys have been hearing from us, it's just been it's clarified what we need to be working on, and it's kind of like cut out the fat of all of the other stuff like meetings, appointments, and that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how it's been developing, and I'm excited to officially roll out the Creative Business Academy to you guys. I know some of you might have seen it already, but once there are more courses in there, we will do an official rollout and share it more with you.
And just a quick side note for those of you who are on the live stream yesterday when we were talking about all those books, our recommended books, the links to all those are in that video. So episode number 13, I list out all the Amazon links if you guys are interested in finding those books.
Yes.
Roland says, I watched your video tonight, Arit, about thumbnails.
Awesome.
You did mention a course about thumbnails, right? I talk more about thumbnails within the mega YouTube course that we have. We have the bigger course, not the TubeBuddy course on how to rank your videos, but there's a separate course on how to start a YouTube channel and teach your passion. And there's so many sections within there. So I'm putting in more content about thumbnails within that mega course because we filmed that course a while ago, but we're updating a lot of the lectures. We're going to switch some things out, add more stuff in. So that's going to be like a constantly breathing course about YouTube because YouTube's always changing, right? Because you know how in that mega course you do have like SEO mentioned in there, but you created a separate SEO course to dive deeper.
Yes.
Are you going to create a separate YouTube thumbnails course to dive deeper? Because like you could do one on Photoshop, on PowerPoint.
Yeah, there's so many different tools,
different styles
use.
of thumbnails, design, and all that.
Yeah, I definitely could. There's so many different ways to design thumbnails. The main principles were of like design tips for creating good thumbnails was shared with you in that video. But in terms of how to design them and using what tools, actually share what tools you can use within that course as well. So
You are doing a PowerPoint design course as well, I believe, right? In the future?
In the future, yes. But I haven't started planning it yet. Lots more stuff coming for you guys. Be patient. We have been patient with ourselves too. It's like when you have so many ideas running in your head, it's like you have to slow it all down and just be like, okay, what is the priority? What are we focusing on right now? What can I do right now that will create the most leverage for me? And then focus on that one thing, get it out, and then move on to the next. I found that when we were juggling so many different projects at once, it's hard to move any of them forward. It takes a lot more effort to do that. So just being laser focused on one project at a time really helps move things forward in a more efficient way and a more intentional way as well.
Hey, Product Patrol, I love how you
Product
put
Patrol.
all those thumbnail or emojis.
Those are significant of who Product Patrol is. Like, it pretty much speaks to what he is, all in those emojis.
It's like the exact same as yesterday. Do you like have them all set ready to go?
Or I think he has like a copy paste template.
And then Product Patrol says, hi, Roland, great to see you on tonight's live stream. You rock. You do rock. And then, yes, Roland watched the course a couple months ago. Mm-hmm. And then, yes, I would like to learn how to take a photo of myself and be able to cut it out and add a thumbnail like you do. Free and easy, hopefully. Yeah, you can.
So I do that on Photoshop, but I'm going to share a way to do that without Photoshop. So
Photor or
I don't know if you can do it on Photor. I think you need to use an external tool that will allow you to remove a background because Canva and like TubeBuddy and
they don't do that.
Other stuff. Yeah, it's not something that you could do like in Photoshop. So there was a tool that I knew of before, but I'm not sure if it still exists. So I'll share that with you, Roland.
Do you use an app like Slack to keep track of your projects?
So I have used Slack in the past with other with clients, like when I was doing creative directing and managing like a marketing team, and we all needed to be in there and know what's going on constantly. So I find Slack is more helpful when you have a bigger team. But with the two of us to manage our projects, we use Trello. So Trello is a tool, online tool. You can use it for free too. I have a couple tutorials on Trello in the channel, so you can search a channel and see how we basically create our week within Trello and put different separate task cards within each day.
I'll see if I can pull it up on my phone.
Yeah, and I go into it in more detail within that tutorial on the channel. But because, yeah, it's just the two of us, we find that works. I also use sometimes Airtable. Airtable is another way of managing projects. It's kind of more like a spreadsheet way of managing projects. So it's helpful, especially for freelancers. If you're,
so you can see
Trello.
This is Trello.
Yeah.
And then there's like the week is built out, and then each task or
each
project,
day of the week has separate task cards on it.
Yeah, like for instance, the yellow one right here that says 6 p.m. quarantine live stream, and then I'm gonna take that and then like drag it. Oop.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can drag cards around. You can color code them like you see for reoccurring cards, for example, or reoccurring tasks, for example. Mm-hmm. Each task is basically one of those little cards that you saw.
So there's a desktop version and a mobile version as well, and they sync up. So when you move something on your mobile, it's going to do it as well on your desktop.
Yeah.
And it's a great way of keeping track of stuff. Let me tell you, having those individual little cards, at first it was weird. And it was like, well, there's like so many cards and like moving pieces everywhere. But it actually makes it so much easier when you separate them. And it's better than, I find, like writing it down on a piece of paper or having like a traditional checklist type thing. This, when you drag it over and you start clearing up the week, for me, I like it. It's an awesome tool.
Yeah, it's really, really great. And I do actually have plans to create more Trello tutorials for you. So,
and maybe even a course, right?
Yes, that's actually one of our course ideas up on there right now is Trello, because it's been so helpful in terms of productivity.
All this knowledge onto course.
Yeah, this is kind of like us offloading everything that's going on in our minds.
I know, there's like a million things we know. It's crazy. People are always like, how do you know all this? And it's like, we don't know how we know. Acquired it from so many years.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like over the course of 10 years,
a decade of knowledge,
we've had to learn how to do everything on our own, right? And just learning from so many different sources and then jumping in and trying it ourselves. And so we like to share with you what works the best from all of that trial and error.
Yeah, to save you guys. And we'll just tell you what's the best mic, or what's the best this, what's the cheapest best mic. This one, Fifine Technology. I find it's better than I'm drawing a blank. What is it called?
The Yeti, the
Blue Yeti, which everyone uses. It's totally mainstream, but the Blue Yeti does not do well in a room with other noises.
Yeah, it depends on your environment with the Blue Yeti.
Blue Yeti is totally good if you've got a secured room, totally quiet. You don't have the SkyTrain going on or like other honking cars or whatever happening, then it's great. But you need a different type of mic if you have all that stuff happening. And this one does well. So I wrote down some notes of a couple just quick things. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. PST, we are going to be interviewed on the Women of YouTube podcast, hosted by Desiree.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it's a channel and then it turns into a podcast as well. Definitely we're going to be on video. So that's going to be like a live thing. When I get the link, I'll share it around town. So that's 2 p.m. And then when I get the replay, it will likely be uploaded to our channel. So yeah, so we're being interviewed on the Women of YouTube podcast. And then I made pancakes last night at 10:30 p.m. I mentioned before that I have weird cooking habits. So I tend to like to cook in the evening, like way into the evening. And it's funny, I had this moment. I was uploading a bunch of videos and it was going to take a while. And I'm like, oh, what should I do now? And then I was like, maybe I should cook those pancakes because we totally need some breakfast food right now because I'm getting kind of tired of cereal. I'm getting kind of bored of it and I wanted some pancakes. And so at 10:30 at night, whip out Kodiak cakes from Costco. They're Power Flapjack and Waffle Mix. I believe they have protein in it as well.
Brayden, breakfast any time of the day is perfect. I love breakfast food.
And then I just made pancakes. I made a lot. Like there's the bag that it comes with, like this. It makes a lot of pancakes. So I'm pretty sure I made enough pancakes for 2 a day each for 5 or 6 days or something.
Nice.
That's how many there was. And it's cool because I like them. They're totally good. And I just warm them up for 20 or 30 seconds and then boom, quick snack. Let's see here. Where are we?
I think further down. Sorry guys, we're just scrolling through the comments here.
Jojo said, I was about to ask the same question. How do you all know this? Yeah, it's years of knowledge, years of learning. And then, do you get headaches from all the thinking and working? The last couple of days, I've been eating Tylenol because ideas are flying. Actually, yeah, sometimes my brain works so much and I get so excited for things that I find that I need to offload them by writing all this down, putting it in Trello. If I don't and I continue to think about it, then yeah, I do actually get headaches. I'm very I've gotten headaches ever since I was a kid. I'm sensitive to stress and the weather, like if the sun's beating down on my head, it's really easy for me to get headaches. I use this thing called the peppermint halo, which is like a roller peppermint stick.
It's eucalyptus oil.
Yeah, and peppermint, and it's from Sage, the store Sage, and I put it in the temples of my head or on the back of my neck. Cools you down, and it actually takes away the headache most of the time. So,
but guys, whenever you have ideas like that coming to your mind, don't let them go. Write them down. Make sure you write them down, even though you're not ready to tackle them just yet. Write it down so that it just kind of offloads it for you, and don't get overwhelmed by the ideas. Get excited about it and just come back to it when you are ready to start a new project. But focus on finishing whatever you have going on right now. And what I mean a project, like for us, YouTube is like an ongoing thing. It's a project in itself, but it's an ongoing thing. What I mean is like a finite kind of project, like for example, us creating this academy or creating a course is one project, or creating your content for the next 30 days. Like that's a project, some finite kind of thing.
But yes, lately the mind has been going crazy because there's so many ideas and so many opportunities happening right now. It's unbelievable. And I actually had a hard time sleeping last night, and I made the mistake of watching a webinar, some person's webinar from like 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. And then I woke up at like 8 something. So I feel pretty tired today. I feel like I need to just relax a little bit.
You need to unwind. You definitely need time to unwind at the end of every day, especially if you've been doing a lot of work, because your brain needs that rest. You need to you need all of your mental processes to be fresh the next day. So if you don't fully recover, then it's going to be overwhelming again the next day.
Yeah, I totally regret watching that webinar. I was like, I was going in and out, and I'm like, oh, by the time it was 2, then I had a hard time sleeping, and it's now just carried on into the day. All right. Another thing is, Reed, actually, like people are now getting like situated and dealing with this. So everyone's moving online. So we were supposed to be doing a physical networking event at the Vancouver Business Network.
Yes.
We were supposed to like give a speech and like a network speaking gig or whatever.
We were supposed to be presenters at this local networking group here. And they have speakers come in usually every Tuesday. So their event happens every Tuesday, and they have different speakers come in, talk about different topics, and they're very, the way that they conduct the events are very well done and very efficient. So you have, for example, like in the beginning, or there's a whole agenda, but just to throw some things out, like we have idea parties at the events, meaning when one person comes up and says a problem or a challenge that they've been having in their business, and then they get all of these ideas and possible solutions from the people in the room. So that's just one thing that happens there. And then you have the guest speaker talking for an hour over there. So it's a really cool event, and we have spoken at it before. Some of you guys might have seen the video that we have on our channel talking about YouTube and different ways to grow your YouTube channel. So we were asked to come back and speak again, but instead of being in person, they are now moving everything to Zoom, like a lot of companies have been.
Like Zoom is saving everybody right now.
Yeah. Oh my God. Zoom is probably raking it in right now.
They're killing it right now.
So yeah, we booked that
June 9th.
talk. Yes, on June 9th. So it's kind of like a talk, but also a presentation, like a live presentation like we do here quite often. So we're used to that kind of thing.
Is it like the same time, like in the evening?
I believe so.
Same.
I mean, so they haven't fully rolled out the details of how it will all run. They're getting it all set up for the end of April, starting at the end of April.
Oh, okay. So
they haven't even started the whole Zoom stuff yet. Yeah, so we'll find out later.
Cool. Hey, Nicole, how's it going?
Hi, Nicole.
Great to see you on the stream. Another thing that we wanted to mention is that after like a year, we've finally finished our website.
Woohoo!
And we wanted to show it to you guys. And basically, this was her vision come to life. She was very specific with this website.
I'm kind of OCD sometimes when it comes to design.
It had to be a certain way, a certain feel, a certain design aspect, and it took a long time, but it is finally complete. We wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm going to click share screen, share it with the audio, and then, okay. So this is the website right here. It's well, let me put on the banner for a second. There, that's the website link. So this is the website, and Reet had a hand in designing and maneuvering all this. And there's like a video, I don't know if you can see behind, but she specifically wanted like a video landing page on the website, the home page.
So just to let you guys know, like I'm very much, I pay attention to the psychology of design. Like, even though people might not be consciously aware of how design makes them feel, it does affect the way that your brand feels, the way that your company feels, whatever, you know, whatever your business is. So I wanted to put our values and our vibe into this website. So I wanted something to be fun yet professional, you know, like sophisticated, modern looking, that kind of thing.
That is us, fun and professional.
Yeah, like we want to put fun into everything that we do because that's just our personalities, and we want that to come across in everything that we do. So so yeah, I wanted to make sure there was like fun angles and all this kind of stuff. Which you'll see here. Jewel will start scrolling down.
Yeah, I'll scroll down, and then you see here our values: creativity, freedom, and fun. And then it's like, this is where you start here, and then we have a whole page on all the tools that we recommend, some free courses, some services, and our one-on-one consulting. And like, there's a little bit of our channel down here if people want to see. This is like linked to our channel, so our videos automatically show up here.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't need to place it in there, which is what we used to do way back then. We had to manually place our videos and stuff.
Those are playlists.
Yeah, this automatically pops in here. And then we'll go to the About page, or?
Yeah, sure.
We'll head to the About page.
So this is we wanted our website to be basically a resource, a full resource, and also a place where people can find out more about what we do. So we want to be a resource that helps give you marketing tools and all that kind of stuff to create really great content, to put yourself out there, to increase your visibility online. So there's a bit lagging here because of the
stream and stuff. Okay, so there's a little bit about us. You can read our story in there if you want to see it. Reed did an amazing job at doing this whole thing. It's crazy.
And we have our courses on there. Maybe we could go to the resources section so they could see what that is. I think this would be really useful to some of you guys. So we basically curated all of our recommended gear, tools, online software, all that kind of stuff. I mean, this list can go even, like, I can put more stuff in here, but
we do need to add to it.
This is like what we use. They're trusted, they're tried products and services
that we recommend.
Yeah, that we recommend.
So this is like about websites, and then it's like a drop-down menu thing, which is really cool.
Yeah, and so beside, like, you can read about each one. There is a video that you could watch that links to one of our videos on our YouTube channel, because we have videos about everything. And then links as well, or buttons to purchase it directly, or to go to the site to where you can learn more about it. So yeah, it's all in one place that we wanted to create this, because we found sometimes that we have the same questions come up over and over again, like what gear do you use? What do you use for this and for this? So this is going to make it so easy to just refer people to this page and get what they need right away. We wanted something like this on our website for a very long time.
Yeah. So that is our website. And
Yep.
then there's the work with us thing.
Yeah, so you can find out more about our YouTube consulting services, graphic design, video editing lessons, all that kind of stuff on this website as well.
Let's quickly go to it. I don't remember what this page looked like. This website's hot off the press. Like, it's very fresh and new. Not many people know about it yet. And we haven't openly promoted it yet.
Yeah, so the project of the website was finish it, but I haven't officially done the marketing or the full launch for the website. That's a separate project entirely in itself.
So these are like the different services.
Baby steps.
We offer, and it's so cool how it fades in like that. That's such a cool
Those are the
thing.
animations. And this is all done through Divi. It's a WordPress theme.
That's fully customizable.
Yeah, I
So
love Divi.
We'll stop sharing and head back to the people. Okay, here we go.
Let's look at some comments.
Nicole says, ooh, website. Yes, it's crazy.
Website.
Wow, that pops. Yeah, Reed's always making like vibrant type stuff. Dawn says, looks terrific.
Awesome.
Jojo said, Aretha is so talented. Love her work. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jojo.
Katie says, WordPress.
Yes.
Yeah, it's on WordPress using the Divi theme.
Yes.
Which is a fully customizable theme.
And Divi has out-of-the-box templates as well that you can use. You can customize them. You can create something entirely from scratch. So it's something for every sort of level of, you might be someone who doesn't know how to create websites at all. Divi is still good for that because you could do a visual builder and just, swap out the text and the images. And the buttons and all that kind of stuff. And then there's also the coding side of it. You can use Divi to really create some custom stuff. So,
and then we have here, Braden says, a lot of work goes into launching a website. Yeah, that whole thing was crazy, man.
Damn, and Jules not exaggerating when she says a year.
Yeah, it was a year because there was like so much stuff happening. And
it was a
ton of distraction as well,
Yes.
And then Roland says, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Jojo says, I'll be checking out the website for sure. Please do.
Awesome.
We appreciate it.
And I wish I could understand Portuguese, which I think that's what Giovanni's talking about, but
there's no translator.
There's no translator.
All right. Well, I think I'm slightly tapped out right now. I'm actually, for the first time on these live streams, I feel a little bit tired. Like, I feel so tired right now. And my voice is getting scraggly, and I'm ready to eat some pancakes and lay down and do like a Netflix and chill.
You're done?
Yeah, I'm so ready right now.
I still have to do some SEO for a couple of our videos. And earlier today, I was working on putting our TubeBuddy course up on the Academy and making sure that sales page looks good, and also doing some write-up for our bios, which is going to go on a separate partner site, which we will talk about again in future videos. But lots of stuff happening, and we're so grateful for you guys to keep showing up with us on these live streams. It really, it lets us know that we're all in this together. This is a community. We're here together, and feel free to let us know if you have any questions or anything like that. We love helping you guys out.
We love helping. We love answering questions, especially about YouTube and like making money online and stuff. And we love helping people find what you're good at, and then teaching you how you can monetize and make a living off of that, whatever that is.
Yes. We want you to monetize your talents and your gifts. Because that's why you were put on this earth, and we want you to share it with more people. Don't hide it. Please share your voice with everybody.
Roland says, lol, have a great night. And then Jojo says, she sings, she designs, she creates. Is there anything Arit cannot do?
That's a lot I cannot do. I just share with you what I can do.
Name something you can't do.
Oh my God.
I know one.
Okay, go.
Arit can't cook.
Yeah, I can't cook. I can bake. I can bake from a recipe, but I really don't like cooking. And
That's why you don't even attempt it, because you just don't like it.
No, and I'm fine with just eating cereal all day. Cereal or like grilled cheese, like any breakfast food, really.
And then Roland says, oh, Jewel, I tried your reverse video thing.
Did it
awesome.
work?
How did it go? And how long did it take you? How long was that clip? Because doing the it was like 4 seconds actually, which made up a total of 8 seconds. That took a good chunk of time. So I'm glad that you tried it out at your video. I learned it from Camera Lady at Product Patrol. All right. Well, I think I'm all pooped out. I'm ready to end the stream.
We've been keeping it around half an hour to 45 minutes in general. So we'll definitely see you guys back here
tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST. If you happen to check out the Women of YouTube podcast somewhere, if I'm able to post it, feel free to check that out. Jojo says, thank you so much, ladies. You're awesome. Stay safe. You stay safe as well. And then Roland said, so it went quick because I watched your tutorial. Check it out. I will definitely check it out.
We'll do that.
And thank you for the emojis.
I think she's laughing at the Arit can't cook thing.
Yeah, I know. That is like a Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Thank you guys so much. Have a good evening.
Yep.
Thanks, Brayden.
Stay positive, stay safe.
Yes, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye for now.
Quick comment in. Bye.
Good night, Dawn. Bye.
Bye.